What is up, guys? Thank you for stopping by my channel on this beautiful night. I want to go through my truck tool bag. Now, by truck tool bag, I do not mean these are tools to fix my truck. I mean these are tools to fix crap at work. And you know, I have one main property that has like the bulk of the apartments, but there's also two other properties, and then I have a few, so it's always nice to keep a general assortment of tools. Some of these are fairly new, so the use isn't very hard on them, and some of them you've seen. I've been spending a little bit of time putting this together, but I'm going to break it down into two videos. This will be the first one, just hand tools and lighting. And then the second video will be the power tools that I leave in my vehicle. So we'll start off on this side. We got the Milwaukee vice grips. I forget why I picked these up. I needed them in a pinch and I was at Home Depot, so I grabbed them. They're alright, kind of bulky in the handle. I didn't think the comfort grip would be that bad, but you know, for what I need, they're alright. Then I have these old pair of the Craftsman Evolve needle noses, which have actually, you know, held up pretty well. No complaints on those. I just have channel lock slip joint pliers. You can see actually, you know, you use them as a hammer and stuff. And like these handles compared to these, which I've been using, and I beat on them. Not hard, these are fairly new also, but these handles can take that. You know, you get a shower control knob off. You can get a puller, handle puller, or just use these and back it out. That's what I was doing with these. But these have worked well. I think it's a 10-inch, 8-inch. Swing over to here. Have the Work Pro ratcheting screwdriver. The second one of those I've owned because I liked it so much. Got some Crescent Allen keys. These have been a really nice set. It's actually nice that it's cushioned here, because if you're cranking on something, you don't scratch any surfaces. Swing you around this side here. And we got, this is a seat tool for shower controls. In case you have a bad seat. I just picked this up recently too. Have yet to use it. I have a nice ratcheting one at work, but you know, to keep in the truck, I think this will do fine. Husky makes great stuff. These are commercial electric Linesman pliers. They've held up very well, you know, over the years, and I was impressed with those. So for the price, I got their cheap wire strippers. They've been good so far. Now, I actually like this set of needle nose pliers. I like the grips, and I like them. I like them a lot. Got the Milwaukee non-contact voltage tester. Got some markers and pencils and pens. Over here have this Milwaukee. I picked this up recently also. Always good if you got to cut some plumbing or, you know, whatever. It's a nice tool to have when you can't get something else in there. And then the Husky. Still breaking this in too. But this is my favorite knives. These ones by Husky. I like the size of the handle. I like that there's blade storage. It's a great knife. Have a little hyper tough file set, you know, if I gotta file something down a pinch. Got the Craftsman measure. Got a hyper tough magnetic pickup tool, which is ginormous. Look at this thing. Be like 30 inches. Might be 3 feet. And it's just like a little pry bar type thing, hyper tough. Got these Crescents, have been holding up very well for me so far. No complaints at all. I use these ones more than these, but I actually like, you know, these are like channel lock grips also. Probably all kind of the same, but these have held up well. Got the Crescent wrenches. They've held up well. Been using the Husky diamond tip screwdrivers. They've been very good. I was beating on one with a hammer and broke the flathead tip, but so far, I mean, the comfort grip is very nice. And then the Electrician Milwaukee screwdrivers, you know, picked these up pretty recently for 20 bucks. It's pretty hard to beat. On the inside, got a wet sensing tool. Use it a little bit here and there. Got a hyper tough framing square. A sink plunger. Pipe cutter. This is a hyper tough retrieval tool. You want to pull something out of a drain or something. Safety squints. The hyper tough caulking gun, which I actually like, because it is a cheap one, but at least they add little rivets, you know, to kind of give it something more to grip on. And then we got the rigid pipe sink tool, so you could take the water supply lines off. You could take the plastic nut off for the sinks, and then you can grip down on the basket strainer. Great tool. Great tool. Cannot replace it. Has to be in there. Got a Energizer light. I bought this a couple years ago. I think they still sell it. Great light. Got my cheap little hyper tough 12-footer tape measure. It's very good for measuring for screens because this fits inside our window tracks at work. Need a pipe wrench, 10-inch heavy duty, so it says on the side. Then we got the Stanley demolition crescent wrench hammer thing. And then we have a legitimate crescent hammer. And we have a basin wrench. Hyper tough little 2.5 pound, I think, sledgehammer. We got the Craftsman pry bar in there. We got the Craftsman hammer in there. And we have a hyper tough, you know, rubber mallet. You never know when you can, when you're going to need one of those. Come across a situation where you need to hammer something, but you don't want to screw it up. Let me just put some of this stuff away. I do apologize for this, but to get to my next pot, I need the space. And honestly, that's not too bad. Alright, so for the next part, I have a little bit of a cordless light fetish. But deservedly so, because these things come in freaking handy for so many different jobs. When you're crawling around in attics and access panels and in between floors and stuff, these are really priceless. And I'm not gonna go nuts buying a bunch. I bought these too. I have some of the actual battery 12-volt ones by Milwaukee, but they have just been absolutely awesome. Very bright. This one especially. They have great run time. This one will give you, I think it's about an hour, maybe a little more on full blast. But this one's great also because it's magnetic, so it can stick to things. So those are more of those types of lights. Then we have the Everbright. This is 550 lumens. Very, very nice light. You can change the brightness. Great little rechargeable LED to keep in the vehicle. And on to the next two, we have the Hyper Tough. This thing is, I got this for $15 at my Walmart. 500 lumens. It's rechargeable, and it's got a power bank, so you can charge things out of this. Has magnets on it, and very nice light. And then the other Hyper Tough, this is 1200 lumens, I believe, but it has a battery light indicator on the front, so when you turn it on, the indicator comes on. Turn it off, and on top you do have a power bank for USB right there. You can charge, and it kind of opens like this. You can even throw it on a stand, but those are all the different settings for that. And then two more small things. Great little tape measure to keep in the truck. I keep quite a few in there. And then, sorry about that, this little Craftsman 3/8 ratchet kit, more for if I have an emergency on a boiler or something. You know, I can't keep all my tools in my truck. I can't keep all my tools in the shop because you got so much shit to do. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and catch you all on the next one. Later.